The desert sun blazes over a horizon dotted with saguaros, casting golden rays on red sandstone buttes. In this vast oasis of heat and color, you'll discover art, wildlife, adrenaline, and moments of pure serenity. Welcome to Phoenix, where every corner offers a new adventure, whether you're chasing sunsets from a mountain summit or cooling off on a whirlwind waterslide. Hey everybody, I'm Adam, and this is Destination Deca, your ultimate travel companion. Tonight, I'm taking you on an epic deep dive into the top 10 things to do in Phoenix, plus 2 bonus spots that locals keep whispering about. We'll unpack each destination's history, highlight must-see features, serve up fun facts you won't find anywhere else, and share insider tips on how to make the most of every moment in the Valley of the Sun. If you're craving a travel guide packed with actionable advice and hidden gems, hit subscribe and ring that bell now. Drop a comment below to tell me your dream Phoenix experience. Alright, let's jump right in. Number 10. Desert Botanical Garden. Nestled at the foot of the Papago Buttes, the Desert Botanical Garden covers 140 acres of curated trails that showcase desert flora from 6 continents. Founded in 1939 by local conservationists Rilla and Max McDowell, the garden today is a global leader in desert plant research and conservation. As you wander through themed loops, the Cactus Collection, the Riparian Area, and the Sonoran Desert Trail, you'll encounter towering saguaro cacti that can live up to 200 years, brilliantly colored ocotillos, and agave species that bloom only once before dying. Fun fact: the garden is home to the world's largest living collection of desert plants. Trip tip: arrive at sunrise when temperatures are coolest, wildlife is most active, and the soft morning light makes succulent leaves sparkle. If you visit between February and April, keep an eye out for the annual spring wildflower bloom. It carpets the desert floor in a riot of yellows, purples, and reds. And every Tuesday night from October through April, the garden stays open late for flashlight nights, turning the cacti fields into an otherworldly glow-in-the-dark spectacle. Give yourself at least 3 hours here, and don't skip the Sonoran Desert Museum on site for live bird demonstrations. Number 9. Musical Instrument Museum. Just north of downtown Phoenix sits the Musical Instrument Museum, a modern architectural marvel that opened its doors in 2010. With over 6,500 instruments and artifacts representing more than 200 countries, MIM takes you on a soundtrack tour of human civilization. Wander through the Africa Gallery to see colorful West African talking drums, drop into the Oceania section for Maori war horns carved from whale bones, and end in the Orchestra Hall to admire a Stradivarius violin crafted in 1708. Fun fact: in the Experience Gallery you can play a Brazilian berimbau or try a Japanese taiko drum. Trip tip: purchase your timed entry tickets online in advance, weekends sell out fast. Rent the MIM headphones at check-in to get an audio guide that follows you room to room, playing recordings of each instrument. Plan for at least 2 hours here, and if you can, catch a live performance in the MIM Theater. Local and international artists regularly showcase traditional music in an intimate setting. Number 8. Chase Field. Whether you're a die-hard baseball fan or simply love massive venues, Chase Field is an architectural and engineering wonder. Opened in 1998 as the first Major League Baseball stadium with a retractable roof and fully air-conditioned interior, Chase Field keeps you comfortable during scorching summer games. The stadium seats just over 48,000 fans and features a natural grass playing surface made from a hybrid Bermuda grass blend. Fun fact: the right field terrace includes 6 swimming pools, each accessible only to fans who purchase special D-Backs Pool Pass tickets. Trip tip: if you attend between May and August, sit in the lower bowl near the air vents for maximum relief from the heat. Book a behind-the-scenes stadium tour during the off-season to visit the dugouts, luxury suites, and press box. And if you're here for a game, arrive early to explore the rooftop at the Yard, an open-air deck behind the center field scoreboard with local craft beer, live music, and panoramic views of downtown Phoenix. Number 7. Phoenix Zoo. Spanning 125 acres of savanna and desert habitats, the Phoenix Zoo has welcomed over 6 million visitors since its opening in 1962. As Arizona's first non-profit zoo, It focuses on breeding endangered species and supporting global conservation projects. Highlights include the African Savanna Trail, where giraffes, zebras, and ostriches roam free, and the Arizona Trail, home to desert tortoises, collared peccaries, and javelinas. Fun fact: the zoo's conservation carousel funds wildlife protection programs worldwide, partnering with organizations in Africa, Asia, and South America. Trip tip: arrive at opening time to catch the 9:30 a.m. giraffe feeding or the 10:30 a.m. sea lion presentation. Download the mobile app for an interactive map and real-time schedules. Number 6. Papago Park. Papago Park's signature red sandstone buttes and rolling trails are the backdrop for urban adventures. Located just east of downtown, this park was formed over 6 million years by ancient volcanic eruptions. The popular Double Butte Loop Trail rises gently to a plateau that offers 360-degree views of the Phoenix skyline, Camelback Mountain, and Piestewa Peak. Fun fact: petroglyphs in Papago Park reveal that the Hohokam people inhabited this region more than 1,000 years ago. Trip tip: bring at least a liter of water per person, wear sturdy hiking shoes, and apply broad-spectrum sunscreen. If you plan to fish in the park's stocked lakes, purchase an Arizona fishing license in advance. Plan your photo op at the Hole in the Rock formation around midday. Number 5. South Mountain Park and Preserve. With over 16,000 acres of desert terrain, South Mountain Park is the largest municipal park in the United States. The winding summit road climbs to Dobbins Lookout at 2,330 feet, offering breathtaking panoramas of the Valley of the Sun and the Salt River Valley. Hikers can choose from trails of varying difficulty, including the popular Mormon Trail and Juniper Trail, each peppered with ancient petroglyphs and native Sonoran flora. Fun fact: South Mountain was once sacred ground for the Hohokam and O'odham tribes, who used the mountain peaks to perform religious ceremonies and track the changing seasons. Trip tip: start your ascent before sunrise to catch a spectacular dawn. Bring a headlamp if you plan to explore early. Temperatures can dip sharply before dawn. For a guided experience, book a horseback ride through Dobbins Stables, narrated by wranglers who share local lore and wildlife spotting tips. Number 4. Castles Inn Coasters. This family-owned amusement park and entertainment complex has been delivering thrills since 1976. Nestled amid cacti and palm trees, Castles Inn Coasters features 6 roller coasters, including Desert Storm, a high-speed looping coaster that reaches 60 miles per hour, and the inverted Patriot Ride, where your feet dangle freely. Beyond coasters, you'll find multi-level mini golf courses, an 18-hole arcade, and batting cages with live pitching machines. Fun fact: the park's signature splashdown water flume drops riders 40 feet into a giant splash zone that soaks spectators on the bridge below. Trip tip: purchase an all-day ride pass online for the best price. If you visit in summer, come after dusk when the desert cools and the rides dazzle with LED illumination. Don't miss the on-site food trucks. They often serve loaded Mexican street corn, churros, and carne asada fries. Number 3. Hole in the Rock. Located within Papago Park, the Hole in the Rock formation is a natural geological window sculpted by wind and water erosion over hundreds of thousands of years. A short, well-maintained trail leads you to a series of carved steps that culminate in a small hollow framing stunning views of the downtown skyline and surrounding desert. Fun fact: archaeologists believe the Hohokam used this site to observe the sun during winter and summer solstices, aligning the aperture just so that the sun's rays would penetrate the rock. Trip tip: wear closed-toe shoes. The rocks can get slippery when hot. Bring a lightweight tripod for the best sunset shots. Early weekday visits are the least crowded. If you time it right, you might be the only person standing in that perfect circular frame, cityscape at your feet. Number 2. Japanese Friendship Garden of Phoenix. Also known as Aro-Ho-En, which means Garden of Wind and Pines. This serene retreat sits along the Arizona Canal in downtown Phoenix. Conceived in 2001 to celebrate half a century of friendship between Phoenix and its Japanese sister city Himeji, the garden spans 3.5 acres of strolling paths, koi-filled ponds, and a traditional tea house. Fun fact: every year, local volunteers repaint and redesign one section of the garden to reflect the changing seasons. Cherry blossoms in spring, maples in autumn. Trip tip: book a tea ceremony in advance to learn the art of matcha preparation from a certified tea master. Visit in late March for the annual Sakura Matsuri Festival, when the garden hosts Japanese drumming, martial arts demonstrations, and food stalls serving takoyaki and mochi. Number 1. Hurricane Harbor, Phoenix. Just north of Phoenix, Hurricane Harbor is a water park paradise featuring more than 30 slides and attractions. Adrenaline junkies will love Breakpoint Plunge, an enclosed slide that drops riders at speeds over 50 feet per second. Families can float the Hailstorm River or catch waves in the Olympic-sized wave pool. Fun fact: the lazy river here stretches over 1,600 feet, weaving through waterfalls, rapids, and shaded groves of palm trees. Trip tip: buy your tickets online at least 5 days in advance for a digital discount. Rent a private cabana for the ultimate comfort, complete with lounge chairs, a mini fridge, and dedicated server. Apply reef-safe sunscreen at least 30 minutes before entering the water to protect both your skin and the park's freshwater ecosystem. Bonus spot number 1. The Heard Museum. Downtown Phoenix is home to the Heard Museum, a cultural cornerstone dedicated to Native American art and history since 1929. Stroll through galleries displaying Hopi Kachina dolls, Navajo silverwork, and contemporary multimedia installations. Don't miss the Heard's annual Indian Fair and Market. It's the largest native arts gathering in the country, featuring live dance performances, juried art shows, and open-air trading. Fun fact: the museum's research library houses over 17,000 books, periodicals, and photographs on indigenous peoples of the Southwest. Trip tip: download the museum's app for interactive content and audio tours narrated by native artists. Reserve a spot in the basket weaving or pottery demonstration workshops. Spaces fill up weeks in advance. Bonus spot number 2. Roosevelt Row Arts District. For a vibrant taste of Phoenix's creative heartbeat, wander the streets of Roosevelt Row. This walkable neighborhood bursts with colorful murals, pop-up galleries, and indie coffee shops. Every first Friday, over 100 galleries open late for an open studio crawl. Expect live music, food trucks, and street performers. Fun fact: the massive mural on 6th Street and Roosevelt Boulevard was painted by more than a dozen local artists over a 6-week collaboration. Trip tip: follow the Roosevelt Row Guide on Instagram to discover rotating installations and weekly pop-up markets. Grab an artisanal latte at Welcome Diner, then stroll to Makers and Finders for Colombian-inspired brunch burritos before hunting down hidden street art. That wraps up our ultimate Phoenix playbook. From desert gardens blooming with rare cacti to pulse-pounding roller coasters and reflective moments in a Japanese tea house, the Valley of the Sun delivers surprises at every turn. Which spot will you explore first? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this in-depth guide, make sure to subscribe to Destination Deca and hit the bell icon to catch our next adventure. Share this video with friends planning a Phoenix getaway, and don't forget to pack plenty of water and your sense of wonder. I'm Adam. Keep exploring, keep discovering, and I'll see you on the next leg of our journey.